I was already 20 minutes late for the most important meeting of my career. Tie half done, coffee spilling laptop bag sliding off my shoulder when I yanked open my front door and just froze. There it was. A wall of bright orange cones completely blocked my driveway yellow caution tape, flapping in the breeze like it was some kind of crime scene. And standing right at the center of it, all sipping smugly from a Nakrasumun 1 HOA boss mug, was Beverly Whitmore, president of the Rose Hollow Estates HOA. And trust me, Beverly wasn't your average HOA president. No, Beverly had ambitions. See, the rumor was she was cozying up to a big developer eyeing our block for a lucrative revitalization project. More power, more influence. And she needed to clear out the undesirables first, like me. Behind her, two clipboard-toting minions stood at attention like soldiers guarding a dictator. I blinked, hoping the stress was making me hallucinate. Nope, Beverly took a slow, loud sip, looked me dead in the eye and said, "Roads closed. Trevor beautification policy, remember? You'll have to use the alley." I opened my mouth, but no words came out. She added sweetly, "Oh, and your trash can lid's unsecured again. Expect a fine." Then she turned on her heel, victorious. I wasn't just late, I was trapped. And the meeting I was about to miss. It wasn't just any meeting. It was my shot at landing a massive logistics contract with a Fortune 500 firm. The kind of deal that could change my entire life. I finally made it to the meeting, sweaty, disheveled, halfway through the CEO's closing remarks. The deal slipped right through my fingers, and sitting in traffic on the way home, tie undone and pride in tatters, one thought kept running through my mind. This was personal. See, over the past year, Beverly's little HOA empire had been targeting me non-stop. Fines for porch lights, violations for grass height, even a written warning for unauthorized neighborhood conversation, which, by the way, was just me and my neighbor Kyle, talking about football while his dog drooled on my sneakers. It wasn't about community standards. It was about control. And that driveway blockade? That wasn't maintenance. It was a warning. But what Beverly didn't know was that I had a secret hobby. During lockdown, while most people were baking sourdough, I became obsessed with land deeds and zoning laws, so that night, fueled by rage and 2 Red Bulls, I dug into the county records. And there it was. The HOA didn't own the road. The original developer, a firm called Stonebridge Holdings, had kept ownership, and the HOA just leased it under a use agreement that wait for it had expired 2 months ago. No renewal, no purchase, no lien filed. The road was in legal limbo, and it was for sale. I didn't threaten Beverly. I didn't argue. I made a phone call to my buddy Jake, who handled commercial real estate. 3 days later, under the name of a little LLC I had quietly set up months earlier. The road was mine. Oh yeah, I bought the street. Beverly thought she ruled. And I wasn't just going to pull down some cones. No, my friends, I was going to make history. I installed a state-of-the-art security system. Cameras, license plate readers, a shiny silver barrier gate, all perfectly legal, fully permitted and meticulously documented. Residents got free access codes delivered with a friendly letter, but Beverly and her clipboard brigade, oh, they had to pay a toll, $3 per trip. It wasn't about the money, it was about principle. The first morning the system went live, I watched from my porch sipping my coffee as Beverly's brand new Lexus rolled up. Her vanity plate, Queen, got scanned. A polite message flashed. Private road payment required. The barrier didn't budge. She leaned out of her window, furious, stabbing the keypad like it had personally insulted her. After a full minute of raging and honking, she finally had to back out and use the alley, the very same detour she'd ordered me to take. It was delicious. The fallout came fast. Beverly tried everything: angry emails, threats. She even sent her number one enforcer, Carl, to inspect my property, only for Carl to get denied at the gate trip over a curb and faceplant into my flower bed. The footage. Yeah, it went viral on our neighborhood Facebook page within hours, but Beverly wasn't just mad. She was desperate. Turns out that shady deal with the developer hinged on her being able to promise full control of the street. Without it, she was nothing but a glorified hall monitor. Things got uglier. One night, a pair of sketchy guys in an unmarked van tried to tamper with the gate. But thanks to my motion-activated spotlights and direct line to local police, they bolted faster than roaches under kitchen lights. After that, Beverly shifted tactics. She tried to have me fined for unauthorized commercial infrastructure, claim my gate was turning the street into a private business zone. I almost spit out my coffee laughing. We went to court. Her stack of paperwork was 3 inches thick, full of screenshots, blurry photos, and dramatic accusations like community destabilization. Meanwhile, my lawyer calmly handed over the deed, the county approvals, and the emails from emergency services confirming their unrestricted access. The judge took about 10 minutes to rule. Case dismissed. HOA reprimanded. Beverly warned for wasting court resources, and if that wasn't sweet enough, when she tried to tailgate a contractor's truck through the gate afterward, the system flagged her, locked her out for 48 hours, and played smooth jazz while flashing a polite message. Please maintain a respectful tone. Your tantrum has been recorded. She screamed at the barrier for a full 5 minutes. I never laughed so hard in my life. But the real victory wasn't the tolls. It wasn't the cameras. It was the way the neighborhood changed. Without Beverly's iron grip, people started talking again. Kids played outside. Porch flags flew proudly without fear of fines. Jerry from across the street even set up solar lights around the gate and called it the gateway to freedom. It wasn't just a road anymore, it was a symbol. And just to make it official, I filed with the county to rename it Liberty Way Private Lane. The HOA couldn't touch it. Beverly couldn't claim it. And when she tried one last Hail Mary, filing a zoning complaint to shut me down, the board laughed her out of the hearing. Today, Beverly's house sits dark, a for sale sign wilting in the yard. Word is, no one wants to buy a house once owned by the woman who lost a war to a toll gate. And me, I'm still here sipping coffee on my porch, watching the sunset over the street I own. Sometimes fighting back isn't about yelling the loudest. Sometimes it's about outsmarting the people who forgot what real community is supposed to feel like. And every beep of that access code, every car that rolls through Liberty Way, reminds me we won. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with a crazy HOA or witnessed a power trip gone totally off the rails? Drop your wildest HOA stories in the comments below. Let's swap some battle tales.